in the last episode of Dream Life TV.
I thought for sure I was about to be a multi-millionaire success before the age of 21. By the very latest. But that's not at all what happened.
I woke up in the middle of the night, and this dude was towering over my bed.
One day I woke up
And realized I was homeless.
fall asleep.
As I sat there holding my breath, being completely silent, just praying that no one walked in and got startled by me sitting there in my boxers, my mind, it started to wander. I started complaining to myself. God, why am I working so hard? I'm struggling so hard. I wish I knew someone that just believed in me. My rent, food. I don't want to be homeless anymore. I just need help. I wish I knew someone that had money that could help pay me and that... Wait. And then it hit me. I was having an epiphany. What if, instead of me chasing my dreams, I could turn the tables and make my dreams chase me? Now, luckily, I realized that nobody was in the warehouse. Maybe that sound was the wind or something, I don't know, but I got up and I looked around in the dark as fast as I could for a piece of paper or something to write on so that I could start writing this plan. All right, think, Nate. Instead of chasing my dreams, you gotta find someone with money that believes in you. You would get on your feet, work on this project from a place of abundance, not a place of scarcity. Got it.
I left the warehouse the next morning, and I pretty much just had two things to my name. I had the clothes on my back, and I had this sheer determination to follow through with this plan, to take this strategy and make it a reality. Because quite frankly, I was tired of relentlessly following my dreams 7 days a week and failing. I was just tired of it. I wasn't willing to give up on my dream, but on the same hand, I didn't have enough money. That's why this strategy excited me.
The strategy. Instead of working so hard trying to make a few dollars here and there, trying to make ends meet, what if I could turn the tables and instead have my dreams chase me by me finding funding for my projects before I even started? Now, I'm not gonna lie, things didn't just turn around overnight, but I started working this plan. And after a few months, things started happening for me. I did a song for a Ray-Ban sunglasses commercial. The Oakland A's baseball team, they picked my song to use as their opening theme song when they ran out on the field. I did music for Lil Wayne and a bunch of other Grammy award-winning artists. And I even did a song for the Olympics that aired around the world during the Winter Olympics that year. I wasn't getting tons of money, but I was making moves. Things were starting to happen.
Now, only a few months after I got settled in LA, I got a call from an old client of mine.
Hello. Yo, Nate, what's good, man? Just came up on some cash, and I wanna hire you to do an album with me.
Heck yeah, man. Perfect timing. Here, let me text you my email, and then shoot me over your music and all your stuff that you have, and then we can go from there.
Dope.
After looking up his music and checking out his online presence and seeing what he had, I realized he had everything. He was polished, his music was amazing, it was mixed well, he had great music videos, he had a great image, he had photos perfectly done, edited, album covers, tattoos that matched his brand. Everything was perfect. And I realized this guy doesn't necessarily need my music, but I needed the money. So I hung up the phone with him and I called one of my best friends, Maria.
So this guy that I used to work with, he wants to hire me to make some music for his album. And I swear this guy is the most polished artist that I've worked with. He's got the music videos, the social media following, everything sounds great. How is this guy not already famous? Like, how is he not already signed to a record deal? I just feel like making him more music wouldn't serve him as much as...
So what would you need to do to make him bigger than what he already is? I mean, could you maybe introduce him to someone, or...
Yeah, but I can't charge money for that.
That's who? Why wouldn't you charge money for that? You're making the introduction. You're initiating everything. You have the contacts.
Her and I came to the conclusion that the best thing to do, that the thing that this guy needed most was not my music, but he needed a record deal. And that aligned perfectly with my realization, my aha moment, my light bulb realization that I had in the warehouse. To help him so that he didn't have to struggle trying to make it and then hopefully one day make money, but instead to get him a bunch of money, a bunch of resources up front from the beginning to lift him up. So I said, hey man, check it out. How about this? Don't hire me to do your music. Instead, hire me, give me that money, and I'm gonna help you get a record deal. If for any reason I can't get you a record deal, we'll just take that money and put it towards me doing your album for you. So I'll make your music. Now at that point, it was pretty much a win-win for both of us. And so we agreed and we hung up the phone super excited. So him and I end up meeting in LA, and we set up a time for us to meet with my rep, my manager, who is the head of marketing for the biggest independent record label in the world at the time. So we have the meeting, we sit him down together, showing how good his music is, how polished he is, how many followers he has. And I tell her, look, every time this guy posts something on social media, he gets hundreds of comments and thousands of likes and shares and things of that nature. And I basically explained to her what a great asset he would be to their record label.
Like I said, we've been working together for a long time, ever since I had a studio up in the basement.
Oh.
Yeah, good old days.
Those are the days, man.
So, and he just reached out to me recently, and I realized he's got the music videos, he's got the look, he's got multiple albums. I thought, what better to do than introduce him to you and see if something can work out with the deal. Yeah, so anyways, you want to tell them?
I've been rapping for about like 6 years, I just like started, with like my brothers, they would just like play beats and I would just spit freestyles, and like people in my neighborhood started saying that I had some, so I just like started writing some songs, and I think I would just be perfect for Strange, for real.
That's great.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
Give me a demo.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, let me actually send that to you. Let me figure that out right quick, all right?
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, so I talked to Brian, I guess. He's always super supportive of me and everything I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
About that.
No worries, yeah.
What I missed, yeah.
So we're gonna head out.
Oh, work.
Yeah, so it was really great to introduce you guys.
Yo, thank you for your time. Like, I really hope to work with you for
Chris,
sure.
want to hear your music?
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Now at the end of the meeting, she shakes his hand and says, yes, we're interested. We like what you're doing, we've heard of you, and we're really excited to move this forward. So after that meeting, him and I were super excited, and we decided we're gonna go out and celebrate. So we go out, grab a few drinks, we're having some fun. Halfway through the night, he goes down to check his phone, and he sees that under the post that he had posted about our meeting, some guys that he had known previously, some millionaires, commented. And he was like, hey man, check this out. Shows me the phone. I look at the comments, and the guy says, call immediately, do not sign that deal, and leaves a phone number. He says, should I call him? I'm like, phone call can't hurt. So we step outside the bar and he gives him a call on speakerphone. Turns out these two guys are multi-millionaires. They'd always kind of like string him along or push him to the side. It's like they didn't take him seriously. But now that he was about to get signed with the biggest independent record label in the world, they wanted a piece of it. So they literally flew down 12 hours later, booked a super nice hotel, and just started telling him all kinds of things that they were gonna do for him.
I ain't got no time. 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 I ain't got no. Boy ain't looking at the clock. Stepped up in the game like rock. Ball boy with the hook can't stop. Got a dread on my head, stay locked. Look, always no island.
I feel like Violet's honestly the best way to go, man. Like, I think that she like really gets me in what we're going for.
Yeah,
Yo, what up, man? Good to see you,
Nice
dude.
to see you.
How you living, dude?
I'm good.
Good, yeah.
Awesome as always.
Hey, this is Nathen right here, man. I've been working with him a lot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Yeah. Yo, what is this cool spot?
I'm thirsty. Hopefully you are too. Here you go.
Nah, man, I don't drink on the job, you know what I mean?
It just gets your bones going. It's good for the ligaments.
Unrusting.
Yeah?
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. So you flew all the way down, all the way
That's
from
good
Seattle, huh?
stuff. That's the stuff right there. And talking about stuff, this is the stuff too.
Whoa.
What do you think?
Pretty nice watch, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Give it a try.
What do you mean?
It's yours, man.
For real?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Dang, dude. Look at that. Is that
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy,
That's awesome.
man. Crazy. Yeah, I'll rock that, sure.
And I was rolling my eyes thinking, what are we even doing here? We have a really big record label interested in this guy. What do they possibly have to offer? And that is until they bust it out with a number.
Rock that thing, and then I think you should rock this thing. Because you're not going to get a better deal than that. Saying.
What's this, man? What?
Is it? Yeah, remember turning.
Yo, this is fucking, like, you really want me to be on this? Like,
I do.
We're working
Like,
good.
No BS on that.
They offered this artist a $1.4 million record deal.
You're going to be one of the best of all time.
Think so?
I'm going to push you like nobody's business.
That's big shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Dope, right? Yeah,
seriously.
It's going to happen. No worries whatsoever.
Maybe there's a way we could all work with Violet and everyone together. Yeah.
You should sign with me.
I mean, yeah.
Now, this artist, I feel for him, man, because he had to choose between the biggest independent record label in the world and these two random guys who are offering him $1.4 million for a record deal. And I don't know what I would have done in that situation, but he went with the $1.4 million deal. I gotta be honest, man, I was a little bit bummed.
You should be really proud. I mean, this is what you were aiming for. He didn't even have an offer before he met your people. Now he's got two. What more could you ask for? This is something to celebrate.
I had a vision where this guy was going to get signed to the label with the people I knew, with the people that I trusted. But he went with the other guys. And I get it. But I was a little bit bummed. At the same time, I was stoked because this guy hired me and our goal was to get him a record deal. And within 3 months of him hiring me, he didn't have one deal, but he had two offers, which was amazing. And that was kind of the point where I started to realize this is what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to help people achieve their dreams, to get them what they needed so that they could do what they love for a living. And that's what happened right there in that moment.
Is this dude ignoring me now?
I was homeless. $1.4 million.
He didn't even have an offer before he met your people. Now he's got two.